Seems like everyone has heard that red wine is good for your heart, or that drinking in moderation can benefit your health. My patients ask me about this all the time. So let's talk about drinking and let's talk about your health. Studies of communities with extraordinary longevity and excellent health do suggest a link between drinking red wine and living to a ripe old age. This is apparent in Sardinia, Italy, where red wine with dinner seems to contribute to the remarkable health of native Sardinians. It's true that grapes in Sardinia are of exceptional quality, and wine drinking is accompanied by social connection and family time. This stress reduction is exceptionally healthy and may account for some of the benefit attributed to wine. Formal studies have found that alcohol may raise HDL, or good cholesterol, while helping to prevent LDL, or bad cholesterol, from damaging the arteries of your heart. Alcohol may also help improve blood vessel function while reducing the formation of blood clots. These are all healthy trends. Additional antioxidants found in wine called polyphenols may help protect the lining of blood vessels in your heart. Resveratrol is a well-known polyphenol which may have particular benefit. Resveratrol comes from the skin and seeds of the grapes, which is typically 2 to 3 times higher in red wine over white. The resveratrol content depends on the quality of the grape as well as the fermenting process. The longer the final product is in contact with the skin and the seeds, the better. And interestingly, wines from Sardinia have 2 to 3 times the level of heart-healthy flavonoids compared to other wines. However, the health benefits of resveratrol is subject to debate, and it's unclear if there is enough in your glass of wine to have an important impact. It's also possible to obtain resveratrol by simply eating grapes or other foods that contain resveratrol, such as peanuts, blueberries, and cranberries. There are also population studies suggesting that moderate alcohol consumption of any sort is beneficial. According to the American Heart Association, moderate drinking is 2 drinks per day or less for men and 1 drink per day or less for women. It's less for women because women's livers don't process alcohols efficiently, and women are more vulnerable to some types of associated risk, such as breast cancer. But what is a drink? A 12-ounce glass of beer is equivalent to a 5-ounce glass of wine, and both of these are the same as a 1.5-ounce shot glass of spirits. All the same for the purposes of the studies. It's important to understand that studies comparing moderate drinkers to non-drinkers might overestimate the benefits of moderate drinking because non-drinkers might already have health problems at baseline. Such studies are very difficult to conduct properly. Let's be clear about the risks of drinking alcohol. Alcohol consumption has a variety of short and long-term health risks, including motor vehicle crashes, violence and suicide, risky sexual behavior, stroke and high blood pressure, diseases of the liver and pancreas, weight gain and obesity, and various cancers, for example, breast cancer. The risk increases with the amount of alcohol you drink, and for some conditions like cancer, the risk increases at very low levels of alcohol consumption, even 1 drink. We can then say that no drinking is actually safe. This is because ethanol, which is the alcohol in every alcoholic drink, is frankly toxic to the cells of your body. And then there's the collateral damage. The grape growing industry has historically used pesticides containing substantial amounts of fluoride, which is a proven neurotoxin. These poisons enter the substance of the grape, so they are present in the final wine product. Fluoride-based pesticides have been especially problematic in the United States compared to Europe. It's much the same for hops and beer. So, does alcohol dumb you down? It sure can, but it may be the fluoride, which is calcifying your pineal gland, that is permanently dulling your higher senses. We must also recognize that alcohol, especially beer and wine, is very high in sugar. And since most people don't exercise after they drink, these sugars are stored as fat and contribute to obesity. The Sardinians get away with this because their daily lives are physically vigorous. Well, that's not true for everyone. So like the American Heart Association, I recommend abstinence, no drinking at all. But I also recommend many things that my patients don't do, like exercise with a vigorous walking program and then lifting weights, adopting a plant-based whole food diet, vegetarian, getting 8 hours of sleep per night, using personalized nutritional supplements, and drinking carefully purified water that is hydrogen enriched. There are a lot of things. So, For those who won't stop enjoying a drink tomorrow, I recommend wine made with organically grown grapes, meaning no pesticides, wine that has lower alcohol content, wine that is sugar-free, wine that is not sterilized with additives or excessive sulfites. Such wines are available from suppliers like Dry Farm Wines, which curates naturally grown wines from family farms throughout Europe and around the world and tests these wines independently. For example, here is a popular red blend from the state of Washington, where I spend time and have lived. A red blend, typical 14.5% alcohol by volume, clear warning that this product contains sulfites, typical of a commercially available wine. In contrast, a red blend curated by Dry Farm Wines, this is from France, it is Le Petit Paris. It is a red blend as well, 12.5% alcohol by volume, and only 0.3 grams per liter of residual sugar and no sulfites. So clearly less alcohol, less additives, less sugar. This is clearly a healthier option, which can make an important difference for you in the long run. Here's a commercially available white, very popular in the United States. It's a Sauvignon Blanc, Kim Crawford from New Zealand, like a commercially available wine. For a white, 12.5% alcohol by unit volume. Whites tend to be a little bit less. And a warning clearly that this product contains sulfites. Again, typical of a commercially available wine. In contrast, a white blend curated from Dry Farm Wines. Okay, this one is from Austria. 11.74% alcohol by unit volume. And then it says here, residual sugar is 0.8 grams per liter. So like 0.6 grams of residual sugar in the entire bottle. And again, the lower sugar levels, the lower alcohol, the fewer additives, if any additives, make this a healthier choice in the long run. I believe your health can be exceptional. We can make choices day by day that impact our long-term quality of life and our long-term survival. I hope this is very informative for you as you consider your choices about alcohol. I have included a link to Dry Farm Wines below this video. To your health.